Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm rebuilding the Brooklyn Nets. Let's go. The Brooklyn Nets have been a pretty fun team to start the season. They're 5-9 right now, and they've had, they beat the Bucks. They went to overtime against the Nuggets. They beat the Grizzlies, who are hurt. They've had some pretty good games, and they're doing exactly what they want to do. They want to be competitive, but they don't want to be good because obviously they want the chance at Cooper Flagg. Again, 5-9 right now, and they're getting a great season from Cam Thomas. Dennis Schroeder's looked really, really good to start the season. Nick Claxton came back from his injuries. Cam Johnson's pretty much everyone on this team, for the most part, has been playing pretty well. Ben Simmons even had a few decent games, I guess, for the standard of, I guess, what we expect from Ben Simmons nowadays. Ziaire Williams has made some really big plays from down the stretch. They have a lot going on. Jalen Wilson's also made some big shots for him. I think a lot of people knew the Brooklyn Nets were going to be a very, very bad team to start this season, but I think people weren't exactly understanding how fun they were going to be. When you have a guy like Cam Thomas as your best player, you're bound to be fun. This dude's a flamethrower. He doesn't shy away from any single shot in the NBA. And honestly, I think this team could be rebuilt in a 3-year time period. Well, not in real life, but in 2K, I think I could do it. I do want to keep Cam Thomas here. I want to keep Nicholas Claxton here. And then after that, if we can keep Noah Clowney, Jalen Wilson, maybe even Ziaire Williams being a part of this team in the future, that'd be pretty cool. But guys like Bojan are going to be gone. Dorian Finney-Smith going to be gone. Cam Johnson, probably going to trade him this year to a contender. Dennis Schroeder, probably same thing. He's playing really, really well, so we might be able to get something back for him. And honestly, Ben Simmons at a power forward. We didn't do a power forward center, I think, for Ben Simmons, because I don't really want him handling the ball too much, but that has him at a 77 overall, so he maybe is a guy we could move on from as well, and some team might want him. They want to run Schroeder, Cam Thomas, Bojan, Ben, Claxton, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Ziaire Williams, Jalen Wilson. I want Clowney getting minutes. I want Jalen Wilson getting minutes. I want Ziaire. I want all these guys getting minutes down here. Maybe, Bojan is a guy that I don't really care. I think I might see if I can find a trade for Bojan right now, just because it's $19 million, and he doesn't fit into the timeline of this team in the slightest. He's just taking minutes from our younger wings. So I'm going to see if I can maybe find Brook Lopez, AJ Green, Jalen Smith, Derek Jones Jr., a first-round pick, and John Conchnar. I mean, it's a 2027 top 10 protected. I can maybe use that in a trade later. I think as of right now, that's what I'm probably going to do, because there's not I don't really want to bring in a lot of bodies for this team right now. 2028 first round, swap with the Wizards, and get Rashawn Holmes. It's a bit of a contract, but I can maybe use that later. So we're going to move on from Bojan Bogdanovic just like that. Bring in a guy. I mean, he's not going to play. Rashawn Holmes is not going to play for us at all. But we bring a first-round pick in as well. So now they're going to do Schroeder, Thomas, Cam Johnson, Ben Simmons, Claxton with Dorian Finney-Smith, Ziaire Williams, Jalen Wilson, Noah Clowney, and Trenton Watford off the bench. We don't really have a backup point guard at all. But I'm not too worried about that right now. I want these guys all getting minutes. So I think for year one, I think that's what I'm going to run with. We have the Hawks opening night. We do lose. Trae Young gives us 43. We get 37 points from Cam Thomas. Dennis Schroeder, 21, 2, and 9. And then not really much else. Everybody had a pretty rough game outside of that. We're going to send to the trade deadline and probably move on from a Dennis Schroeder, a maybe Cam Johnson, and probably Ben Simmons as well. At the trade deadline, we are 31-20. We're no way. The 2 seed? I want to be bad. I wanted Cooper Flagg. Looks like it's going to be tough. I mean, Cam Thomas is averaging 28-3, 50-40, almost 90. Dennis Schroeder, 21-6. Nick Claxton, 8-9. Cam Johnson, 13, shooting 43% from 3. Ben Simmons, about 7, 4.5. I mean, 42% from the free throw line. Okay. DFS, a lot of these guys are going to get moved, so maybe we just fall off a cliff after that, and it's going to start with Dennis Schroeder. We're going to look for a move here, and honestly, I think this team desperately needs a point guard. If we can maybe find a young point guard, that'd be cool, or, just a veteran, maybe a veteran, I say veteran, maybe a late 20s, early 30s point guard, and this game is taking forever to load. There we go. Yeah, this team just kind of needs a point guard going forward, and I don't really know Lauri Markkanen, that would be interesting. I actually wouldn't be too upset with a Lauri Markkanen move. Aaron Gordon doesn't really fit with this team trying to do right now. Tobias Harris, not at all. Rob Dillingham would be a cool. What if I'm going to add in Ben Simmons $40 million? That should give us a lot better option. Norman Powell, James Harden, Desmond Bane, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter would be sick, but I don't think there's any way the Hawks do that. Jimmy Butler, there's Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. Then we'd have a center lineup of Nicholas Claxton and Walker Kessler. I think that just could be our center lineup for the whole time. That's pretty interesting. I might go back and do that. That seems like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We're going to bring in Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler. We give up Dennis Schroeder, Ben Simmons, and a first-round pick. I'm never saying this is going to be like a super, super realistic trade, but now Cam Johnson, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, and Claxton. That's a good center rotation. I think we'd be happy with that. And I like Lauri Markkanen. I mean, he's 27, so he probably stays around a similar overall. We have Cam Thomas that's probably going to get better. He's 23 years old. I guess we still do desperately need a point guard, and that's going to be Dorian Finney-Smith. And do I move Dorian and Cam? That's got to get me something, right? At this point in time, like I said, I really want a point guard. James Harden just doesn't really fit what I'm trying. I mean, just bring back Dennis Schroeder, Michael Porter Jr. D'Lo would be funny just because how good he was with this team beforehand. Anthony Simons. And we get Robert Williams, who I probably reflip. But Anthony Simons is kind of, I think, gets moved in real life. So him going to Brooklyn might be pretty decent. I mean, him and Cam Thomas in the backcourt is definitely interesting. That lets Zaire Williams play. We have Markkanen. We kind of have like our 1 and your 2. Hopefully you kind of, you know what I mean? Kessler, Claxton. I'm going to move Robert Williams for probably like another point guard. We do desperately need a backup point guard too. So that's $12 million for Robert Williams. I know it's a lot year one, but there's a lot of vets on this team that I think had a lot of money that we kind of just have to, you know, kind of move out there. Now, we do have a lot of money tied up in Simons, Claxton, and Lauri Markkanen. So maybe, I mean, we would have to pay Cam Thomas. Maybe that'll come back and hurt us a little bit. If we can get like a cheaper point guard here, I don't know if we really can. Dennis Schroeder is going to keep popping up, huh? I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing him back. Just like, I don't even care if it's like a 78, 79 point guard. I just want to have another point guard. Isaiah Joe in a first-round pick is interesting enough that, like, I might do that. How does he really fit on the team? I mean, Claxton, Isaiah Joe off the bench would be kind of cool. Jalen Wilson I still like. Then Noah Clowney. I mean, I guess Noah Clowney technically doesn't really need to play because we have, like, Trenton Watford, you're going to lose your minutes. And then can I move, like, Day'Ron Sharpe and I'm still, again, just really trying to find this point guard. Like, Clowney and Rashawn Holmes. We cannot forget about Rashawn Holmes because he has $12.6 million. That's a lot of salary. That's about, what, $15, $16 million to try. I mean, Lonzo, and Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford. I'm not getting a first-round pick for those guys. Like, Marcus Smart and Scottie Pippen Jr., I don't see the value in that. I don't really think that makes this team much better at all. But it's not like we're getting much better offers. Could I do, like... No, let me put that back in there. I might just take that. I mean, Scottie Pippen Jr. was there too, but I don't know if I really care about that. Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, and that's not. Marcus... Scottie Pippen Jr., I mean, maybe I'm just bringing Scottie Pippen Jr. to be like a point guard for us, and then I reflip Marcus Smart, because we don't really need him at all, and Scottie Pippen Jr. has actually been playing pretty well in real life, so I think he could just run backup point guard. He's 24 years old. He could just run the backup point guard for us, probably for the rest of this rebuild. I know I am kind of trading a lot year one, like I said before, but if I can just move him for, the Grizzlies, top 10 pick, you go, hey, Marcus Smart, you were never actually in this trade. It never happened. Simons, Cam Thomas, Zaire Williams, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, Claxton. I actually want Claxton starting over Kessler. So we'll give Claxton 29. We'll do 31 to Simons, 33, 30, 32. Claxton at 29, Kessler at 25, Isaiah Joe, Scottie Pippen Jr., and Jalen Wilson. Is there anybody down here I really want to play? Not really. It was, I mean, Watford will let Watford get some minutes, Jalen Wilson gets some minutes, and then also Zaire Williams gets his minutes. How do they play game one with the new team? We beat the Heat. Cam Thomas 26, 24 from Lauri Markkanen. We get Zaire Williams 10, 6, and 5 in his starting lineup debut, 8 and 10 from Walker Kessler. We'll take that. Again, we're going to be a lot better than I wanted to be. But that kind of did change my plans for kind of bringing in. I was going to trade a bunch of them for like some picks on the line. But because we're competent, bringing a guy like Lauri Markkanen could mesh well with this team. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Zachary Richardson, Rookie of the Year. Alvin Thompson, 6th Player of the Year. Vic Deep Boy. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved. Jalen Brunson, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. Mac Hudgens, technically me, is Executive of the Year. And I think I just saw something I didn't want to see All NBA teams, we have nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, and nobody on the third team. Defensive teams, nobody. Nick Claxton, all defensive second team, averaging 8, 9, about a steal and 2 blocks a game. Rookie teams, we have nobody. We're the 1 seed. 55 and 27, where the 1 seed is not at all where I want it to be to start the year, but I can't shy away from the 1 seed. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Jalen Smith as in the first round. Chicago, I think we have this game on lock. We win by 1 point, 93 to 92. Cam Thomas gives us 25 and 4. He averaged 26, 3 and 3 in the regular season. Anthony Simons was pretty good. Lauri Markkanen, 20. Yeah, I don't know. I think we have a pretty solid team right now. I think we did do that pretty well. 2-0 us, 2-1 us still. It's 3-1 Brooklyn, and we win in 5. We're in the second round already in year 1. They take on Cleveland. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. This team is much better than us. I expect them to beat us. We're down 0-1, tie at 1-1. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and just like, it's 3-2. It's conference finals. I don't know what's happening more than you guys do, but I'm along for the ride. Emmanuel Quickley, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl make up the Toronto Raptors. The 7-seeded Toronto Raptors, they beat us game 1. It's a 1-1 series. 2-1 Brooklyn. 3-1 Brooklyn. No way. Okay. Yo, Brooklyn Nets. Nick, your key Eastern Conference Finals MVP is Nick Claxton, averaging 10 points, 9.5 rebounds, a half an assist, half a steal, and 4. Let me say that again. 4 blocks per game. Nets Timberwolves finals. It's pretty realistic. I think it could happen. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jade McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. The boys are playing really good right now. We lose game 1 by 1 point. We're down 0-2. Okay, now we're down 0-3. I didn't expect us to get here, but now that we're here, I'm a little upset at this. They're going to put Walker Kessler in the starting lineup. You're putting the Eastern Conference Finals MVP on the bench. Okay, I guess if you want to. And it worked. We won 3-1. Lauri Markkanen 26, 9-2. Isaiah Joe gives us 20 points, 4 assists off the bench. Anthony Simons 19 points, 12, 11, 1, and 3 blocks. 3-1. Minnesota is 3-2. We've won 2 in a row. 35 from Cam Thomas on 9 free throws. We get 34 from Anthony Simons. Scottie Pippen Jr. 21, 2, and 2. 3-2 series. Game 6. We're forcing a Game 7. Anthony Simons 24, 9, and 4. Cam Thomas 23, 7, and 2. 23, 9, and 2. A steal, a block for Lauri Markkanen. Walker Kessler 16 rebounds, 4 blocks. Game 7 of the NBA Finals in Minnesota. I don't know why we're here. I don't know how we're here, but I'm happy we're here. We're down by 12 in the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, we're going to be down by about 13 points. And, the run was there. We won 3 straight, forced a Game 7, but Lauri Markkanen's 26 and 5 was not enough. Isaiah Joe, 15 points. We got 12 from Walker Kessler. Anthony Simons and Cam Thomas both struggled very bad, shooting 3 for 10 and 3 for 14, as Anthony Edwards, 47, 5, and 4, wins them the championship. Anthony Edwards, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, is your finals MVP. Wow. A lot happened year 1. And I wasn't ready for any of it. NBA draft time. Now, what pick do we have? We have the 16th from the Suns, the 20th from the Bucks, 25th from the Knicks, and our pick is the 28th overall pick. You know what would be really cool? 16. We'll give you 16, 20, and 25. I want to try to find pick number 1. I want to move up. The Nets, we should be near that range. Number 2 is the Heat. Okay, so we can definitely fall back to the Heat if we have to. But I want Cooper Flagg on this team, and I feel like he's not really in a lot of my videos. Obviously, that's not going to work for the number 1 overall pick. We'll also give them 28. Again, not going to work, but we're going to give our value what it is. Now, if we bring in Cooper Flagg, a guy like Isaiah Joe, we can probably move on from. A guy like, I think it's going to be Isaiah Joe. He's a good role player, but unfortunately, it just, you know what I mean? We're going to move on from him to get Cooper Flagg. That's not going to be quite enough. This is where it gets tough, because right now under contract we have Lauri Markkanen, Nick Claxton, Scottie Pippen Jr., Shake Milton, Anthony Simons, Rashawn Holmes. I can give you Rashawn Holmes, but yeah, that's not going to matter at all. Let's take away those 1-star picks. We'll give you our top 10 predicted Grizzlies pick from next year. That's not enough. And I'll throw in one more pick. It's going to be the Knicks 2027 first-round pick. They agree. That means first overall on the board is your Brooklyn Nets, who are taking Cooper Flagg, first overall, 6'9", out of Duke. That's, okay, 80 overall, Cooper Flagg. I don't care about the rest of you guys. You guys, actually, JT Toppin and Jalen Stewart, you guys are going to get contracts. Tyree Darland, whatever, you're not going to get a contract. Walker Kessler's coming back. Jalen Wilson's coming back. Dariq Whitehead's coming back. Keon Johnson, you are going to walk into free agency. And then, we have to pay Cam Thomas and probably Zaire Williams. On the team, we got Anthony Simons, Scottie Pippen Jr. I like that right now. We don't have a shooting guard. We need to bring back Cam Thomas. Cooper Flagg is here at the 3 spot. Lauri Markkanen and Jalen Wilson are down there. Then we have Claxton and Walker Kessler. I do think at 6'6", I think I'd rather move Jalen Wilson to the 3, where he goes from a 76 to a 78. So that's kind of a little bit of a cheat code. And if he progresses, which I'm assuming he will in the offseason, we kind of get a bit of a bump right there. That's going to be our wing pairing for the future. So we need Cam Thomas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need Cam Thomas and maybe just like another wing scorer. And who do we lose? Oh, that's right, Zaire Williams. Zaire Williams, I want back on a team. So Cam Thomas and Zaire Williams are the 2 guys that I'm really looking for. And restricted free agency for Cam Thomas for sure. Zaire Williams should be restricted, I would assume. Now he's gonna be. Now, why is he not? There he is, restricted as well. Okay, Cam Thomas, Thunder giving him an offer. We're gonna match it 4 years, $54 million. Not a lot at all for a guy like Cam Thomas. I'm actually very, very happy with that. Now, okay, Mark Smart, Bojan, those guys are gone. I'm going to make sure I bring in Zaire Williams again because I want him on the team. I think I did renounce the rights on him. Whatever, we're going to make sure we bring him back. Okay, Zaire Williams is back. So I think that's going to be our roster for year 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill out the roster. So player progression for year 2 sees Lauri Markkanen drop by 1, okay? +1 for Cam Thomas, +2 for Walker Kessler, 1 for Nick Claxton. Simons and Cooper Flagg are obviously 81-80. We get +2 for Scottie Pippen Jr., +3 for Zaire Williams, and then +4 for Jalen Wilson. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I think we'll have a good team. I think our wing position is still trying to figure out. I guess Cooper Flagg is definitely going to be the number 1 guy in our wing position, but we're kind of figuring out our bench, if Jalen Wilson can really, really be that guy off the bench for us. And, we'll look at the lineup here. They want to do Simons, Cam Thomas, Cooper Flagg, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler with Claxton, Zaire Williams, Scottie Pippen Jr., and Jalen Wilson off the bench. I like that. I think that's a good rotation for year number 2. We're just in the finals. Lauri Markkanen, I'm hoping that was the right decision. I'm hoping I didn't preemptively screw us up with that and Anthony Simons. Those are guys that potentially could get moved, I guess. We blow out the Clippers game 1. Kawhi tried, but Cam Thomas had 35, Walker Kessler 69, 3 and 2. 15 points, 16 rebounds, assist, a steal, and 2 blocks for Cooper Flagg in his NBA debut. We'll go to game 2 to see how he's playing. We win by 4 against the Raptors. And Cooper Flagg, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 block. He is going to be the GOAT. Let's go to the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, we're 43-8. I guess the Sim just really likes us. I don't know. Cam Thomas right now averaging 22, 3, and about 4 assists, shooting 42% from 3, 54-90. Cooper Flagg about 17, 9, and 4 on he's not shooting the 3 ball very well at all, but a steal and a half and almost 2 blocks a game. Claxton off the bench, 8 and 9 with a block and a half a game. Anthony Simons, 19 and 4.5. We don't have a lot of passing on the team, that's for sure. Lauri Markkanen, 16, 8 and 1. Still kind of regretting that trade a little bit. Zaire Williams off the bench, 8, 3, and 2, shooting 29% from 3. Scottie Pippen Jr. is having a really, really good season for us as our backup point guard. Walker Kessler, about 8 and 12, 2.5 blocks, shooting 20% from 3. And then Jalen Wilson, 6, 3, about 1.5, shooting 30% from 3. Not shooting the best, but I'm liking it off the bench. He's just kind of our guys. Yeah, getting 15 minutes. Not too much like anything crazy at all. I'm keeping with Lauri Markkanen because we're doing so well right now. But going into next season, I might move on and see if I can move up a little bit because I think Cam Thomas is solidified number 2, and I think he, at least in this 2K sim, could be a fantastic number 2. But between Anthony Simons and Lauri Markkanen, I think one of them needs to go to get a bit of an upgrade. Luka, another MVP. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a half, almost 2 blocks, 50-25, 83. His splits are not great. Nolan, Sixth player of the year, Vic Depoy. Zachary Shea, most improved. Devin Booker, clutch player of the year. Jordy Fernandez, coach of the year. We go 70-12. I think, and I think from now on, I might be bumping with my sliders a little bit because I've failed a couple rebuilds in the past like month or so, so it's not like super easy. But sometimes these teams get overpowered really quickly because I'm just such a good GM. You know what I mean? I'm a great GM. New York or Brooklyn Nets, we have nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, nobody on the third team. Defensive team, we have nobody on the first team. Walker Kessler is on all defensive second team. Rookie team, obviously Cooper Flagg is going to be on there and nobody else. We are the 1 seed once again to take on the Miami Heat in the first round. Terry Rozier, Miles McBride, Ace Bailey, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo. I mean, Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey is going to be a cool matchup as they actually beat us game 1. We get 29-5-2-2 from Cooper Flagg. Ace Bailey gives a 24-10, 4-4-8-2. He definitely outdueled Cooper Flagg in that first game. We win game 2. Cooper Flagg is 23-10, 8-2-2. Ace Bailey 25-8. I think Cooper Flagg got him. That time. We're up 2-1, 3-1 Brooklyn, and let's go ahead and win in 5. Indiana in the second round, who have Tyrese Halliburton, Jordan Hawkins, Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Again, we're just a better team. We lose game 1, though, because Lauri Markkanen gives us 24-7. Tyrese Halliburton gives us 39, 8, and 10. Almost a 40-point triple-double, honestly. We win game 2 by 20. 2-1 Brooklyn, 3-1 Brooklyn, and we know 3-2 we win in 6 to have the 6th-seeded Milwaukee Bucks, Damian Lillard, Kelly Oubre Jr., Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Steven Adams. A very interesting team. We win game 1. I don't think they're going to be able to score a lot. They scored 117, but we're still up 2-0. They only scored 90. We're up 3-0, and we sweep them to – we're just killing it right now. Cooper Flagg in his first ever playoff series, or playoff run, 17.5 points, about 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's pretty much – I mean, rebounds are down by like 1.5. Other than that, pretty much the same exact player, turning it over a little bit more, but he's shooting a slight bit better. So we'll take it. Who do we have? The Dallas Mavericks with Luka Doncic. Cooper Flagg is your key Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Brooklyn Nets, Dallas Mavericks, Luka, Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Derek Lively. I like that team. I do like that team. They beat us game 1 by 6. Lauri Markkanen didn't try, but Kyrie Irving gives us 34. We get a 26-point triple-double from Luka Doncic. Game 2, we're down. Okay, we're down 0-2. Cooper Flagg, 21, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 5 blocks. He tried, but Luka gives us a 40-point triple-double. We are down 0-3 again in the finals. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, sure. Back-to-back years, just down 0-3 in the finals. Last year, Jalen Wilson, you're losing your minutes. But last year, we won 3 straight, and this year we don't. We get swept. So we made it to the finals twice, but we've got our ass kicked both times. We've made it to the finals. So I guess, does being down 0-3 and then forcing Game 7 mean you got your ass kicked? I guess it's up for you guys to decide. Nets, we don't have a first-round pick because the Rockets have it at 29. We're going to go over to the team player options to see who we have to accept options on. It's going to be Dariq Whitehead. I'm going to say no, but you can find another job somewhere else. Jalen Wilson, I'm going to go ahead and give you the qualifying offer because I don't really want to pay you big time, and you're only here for 1 more year for this rebuild, I guess you should say. Not really worried about that. Lauri Markkanen, Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton. So let's look at what we have. We obviously need to bring back Anthony Simons if we want to do that, but we have Scottie Pippen Jr., Cam Thomas is here, Cooper Flagg and Zaire Williams. I'm fine with that. Lauri Markkanen, Nick Claxton. Obviously, we'll talk about Walker Kessler. I might. They want us to renounce the rights on Anthony Simons. I might do that. I might also do it for Walker Kessler and Dariq Whitehead. Let's see who we can bring in. Shane Sharp, these guys are all restricted. Norman Powell's the best unrestricted player here. Jimmy Butler is here. Who's going to regress. That's for sure. Jalen Williams is restricted. The best is going to be John Collins, Bobby Portis. At the center spot, you have DeAndre Ayton. Walker Kessler is restricted. So maybe I don't renounce the rights on him. I let those guys walk. And now, this is kind of rough. Who do I bring in? Dyson Daniels is restricted, or else I really would love to give him a contract offer. Jimmy Butler, I'm going to give you a contract offer. And the Pistons, we're gonna match Walker Kessler's Okay, Jimmy Butler goes to the Mavericks. We match on Walker Kessler, so he is on the team. So I guess right now we have our center rotation kind of figured out. We're just going to bring him back for this year. That's 3 for marketed, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still need a point guard, and we need pretty much 2 point guards. James Harden, I'm going to offer you a contract, and then I'm also going to offer a contract to Ayo Dosunmu, and we're going to see what we got there. Jalen Wilson should be back too. I don't want to move up on that too much. Okay, I think we're gonna have a team. I don't know how we're gonna be for this next season. We get +6 overalls from Cooper Flagg, +1 for Cam Thomas, +3 for Walker Kessler. Laura Markkanen stays at an 85. Claxton up 1, Dosunmu up 1. 4, James Harden dropped by 4. Okay, I think a Walker Kessler. I think a Lauri Markkanen. I think a Lauri Markkanen trade is definitely in the books right now because I don't see any other way we get better right now. I mean, they want us to run Scottie Pippen Jr., Cam Thomas, Cooper Flagg, Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, Claxton, Dosunmu, Jalen Wilson, and then Zaire Williams. Okay, so I'm not mad at this team. I just, yeah, we have some wings off the bench. We have a guard. We have a center. We just need a point guard, and I think Lauri Markkanen is what's going to get us that point guard. So Lauri Markkanen's $46 million, along with James Harden's $12 million, and we can obviously throw in some picks later as well if that comes to what we need to do. I want to try to find a good point guard. Trae Young is that. I don't know if I'm going to find anything much better than that. What if I throw in a Wizards first-round pick, and then I can't throw in another first-round pick, but a Wizards first-round pick onto that deal. I wouldn't be opposed to Trae Young. It's just a Trae Young and a Cam Thomas backcourt is going to be definitely very interesting. But we also get a Nneka Okongwu in that. Scotty Barnes. Or do I go for... I'm bringing in Trae Young and a Nneka Okongwu. Now, that solves our issue at the point guard spot. It's just now the 4 is kind of weird, but like Nneka could... he's shooting 28%. I didn't really want to reflip Nneka Okongwu, but I'm not afraid to do it because we do desperately need a 4. We have a 76ers first-round pick. We've accrued his first-round picks, so we might as well use them in a trade. Now, we're looking for more like a 4. And Walker Kessler, I don't really like the idea of moving him to a 4, so I prefer to find a true 4. And that could be not Patrick Williams at all. Nothing great right now. Naz Reid, Jared Vanderbilt, no. Zach Edey, I'm not going to do that. Ron Holland, no. Ron Holland's still only 21 years old, but I don't want him playing in my 4. Also using a first. Not loving this. Not loving my offers here. Kyle Kuzma. I'm not giving up a first-round pick and a Nneka Okongwu for Kyle Kuzma. You're out of your freaking mind. I'm going to try to find a trade. So we have a Nneka Okongwu with $16 million. We probably need to add more money. That is definitely the problem here. And I don't really have it other than like Trae Young and Nicholas Claxton's $23 million. We just don't really have the money. So like, what if I put the rookie, or Jalen Stewart, I think is a rookie. We have a first-round pick there. Let's look at the 4 positions. Santi Aldama, no. Giannis, obviously, not going to happen. Evan Mobley's not going to happen. Kawhi's $50 million is not going to happen. Jaren Jackson Jr., let's throw this an offer. They think they're contenders. Okay, I respect that. But what if, give you this first-round pick, what if I gave you unprotected this first-round pick? What if not? Whoa. What if I give you a Nuggets first-round pick? You agree to our offer. Of course you do. So now we have Trae Young, Cam Thomas, Cooper Flagg, Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler, Nick Claxton, Ayo Dosunmu, Jalen Wilson, and Zaire Williams. That is going to be our rotation for year 3. We've been to the finals twice so far, and we've lost both times. Game 1, we beat the Trailblazers. Trae Young, 26-3-7. We get 23-3 from Jaren Jackson Jr., 20 from Cam Thomas, 12, 13, 4, 2, and 4 blocks from our guy Cooper Flagg. I think this is the team to do it. At the trade deadline, we're 41-10. The 1 seed, I guess we're already technically going to be worse than last year, which is kind of funny with the team we have. 25-11 from Trae Young. Cam Thomas, 22-4. Listen, he could have Trae Young there. He's still going to get his shots off, man. I love that about Cam Thomas. Cooper Flagg, 21-12. We're getting our stats of Jaren 16. Only a blocky game is a little bit disappointing. Zaire Williams finding a way to still get his buckets in his limited minutes. Nick Claxton 9 and 9. Ayo Dosunmu 8 points, 4 assists, 33% from 3. Walker Kessler 7 and 10. I want him to please stop shooting threes. And then Jalen Wilson has kept himself in the rotation, about 6 points, 4 rebounds, 34% from 3. We're riding right now. I don't feel the need to change anything. So let's finally, hopefully third time's a charm, win a championship. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. Boogie Flan Rookie of the Year. I love that name. Nolan is your 6th Player of the Year, who I thought he was on a different team. My bad. Vic, another deep boy. Devin Carter, Most Improved. Vic, Clutch Boy of the Year. Jordy Fernandez, Coach of the Year. Matt Hudgens, Executive of the Year. We have nobody on the first team. We have Trae Young, All-NBA second team, 25 and 11 and a half, 50-40, all but 90% from the free throw line. Nobody on the third team. Nobody on all defensive team. We get Cooper Flagg on all defensive second team. 11 rebounds, a steal and a half, a block and a half. We love that for Cooper Flagg. We are, of course, the 1 seed for the third time in this video. Hopefully, we can finally win a championship. Dyson Daniels, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Zachary Ricochet. This is Laurie Market and Isaiah Stewart. This is a team with some names, that's for sure. This Atlanta Hawks team without Trae Young. I think we should handle this pretty thoroughly. We win game 1, 2-0 us, 3-0. Come on, let's get up out of here. We sweep them to take Toronto on in the second round. They have Anthony Simons, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Nneka Okongwu. We gave them Anthony Simons, he left the free agency. They win game 1. We do tie 1-1. We're up 2-1. We are up 3-1. Let's go ahead and win this in 5. We win in 5 to make the conference finals against the 2-seeded Chicago Bulls. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Tari Eason, Jalen Duren. A very fun, solid team, but not nearly as good as this Brooklyn Nets team is. 1-1 us, 2-1 Chicago, 2-2 tie series, 3-2 Brooklyn. We have a game 7. Okay. Drop down to an 8-man rotation. It looks like Jalen Wilson's actually not playing well, so he's going to lose those minutes to Scottie Pippen Jr., who didn't really find himself a lot of playing time this year, just because we had Ayo Dosunmu. Game 7 of the conference finals. We are in Brooklyn. If we don't make it to the finals with this team, after losing the finals the past 2 years with the teams we had, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. And that's going to be back-to-back failed videos, which is annoying. But we blow them out by 35, 32, 7-5 from Cam Thomas. You can always count on him. Cooper Flagg's your conference finals MVP. Nets, Timberwolves, Damian Lillard, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. That's an expensive team. It's a pretty good team. We win game 1 by 13 points, 26, 13, and 7 from Cooper Flagg, 25 and 8 from Trae Young. Game 2, we do lose by 2. Trae Young tried with 20-14, but Julius Randle, 24, 10, and 6. Game 3, we're up 2-1. 30 points from Cooper Flagg, 26 from Trae Young, 25 from Cam Thomas. Game 4, we're up 3-1, 39 points from Cam Thomas. Game 5, we win. Third time's the charm. We are your 2027 Finals champions. Cooper Flagg, 21, 11, 5, 49, 31, 95% splits as your Finals MVP. We finally do it after our third time. That's crazy. I've never gone 0-2 with it. Yeah, that was just ridiculous. I've never made it 3 straight times and lost the first few times. That was pretty crazy. But we won. This is our final team. Trae Young, Cooper Flagg, Cam Thomas, Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson Jr., Nick Claxton, Ayo Dosunmu, Jalen Wilson, Scottie Pippen Jr., Zaire Williams. Only 3 or 4 guys from the real team in the rotation still. But this is a team with a lot of cap space, and I think a team that is going to make a lot of moves in real life. I don't know about this season because I think they want Cooper Flagg, but in the next year or two in free agency, I think this team is going to use their money with the second apron rule where you have to use a certain amount of your cap space. I think they're definitely going to be bringing in some free agents. Like a guy like maybe Jimmy Butler could actually find his way onto Brooklyn. So I kind of took that ideology. We'll go with that. Go down, comment, subscribe on this video. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers, and I cannot do that without you guys. Go check out the podcast, Time Out with J&G, every Wednesday. NBA, NFL, college football. We do it all. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.